Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. I hope your day is going swell. And we wanted to spend some time getting you guys up to speed and elaborating on the charity events from this point forward because my friend Ben here, who's been helping me with the charity events, we started in
2015. Now it's 2025.
I think like we met in 2014 or 2015.
Around that.
And then for the last over 10 years, we've been doing 24-hour charity events for Extra Life, as far as the eye can see. And those will remain some of my favorite things we've ever done for Extra Life, just charity in general. So much so that, I think in 2019, it sort of like culminated with us going to Disney Springs, Florida. We were invited to the Extra Life tournament. That was fun. And that was really fun. And you snored very loud.
And you were very sweaty the whole time.
Yes, I was very sweaty the whole time because I was miserable and I don't like Florida. But as you know, they always say that, life goes on, life is full of changes, the winds of change are approaching. And Ben here wanted to elaborate on something that I think you're better explaining this than I am.
Yeah, so to bury the lead, I'm no longer going to be involved with the events. This is not because of bad blood with anybody. I love John. He's a good guy.
Let's do it right here.
At least I'm zip first.
Yeah. There we go.
So what's led to this change is in 2022, 3 years ago already, which feels like forever now, I graduated college, but then about a month later, a very dramatic event in my life happened that uprooted everything and resulted in my life essentially getting a big reset, which really bad timing in life, but I've been working through it for the past few years, and I have been working on building a career at a different company for the past year and a half or so. And as I've developed that career, just my ability to commit to doing a project this big has become very, very difficult. And I've made the really hard decision that I think it's time I step away for a little bit and focus on my career for a few years. Yeah. So I'm not saying I'm gone forever. Just for now, I can't commit the time it takes to plan the whole thing, kill the whole weekend doing it, and it's a lot. And it is fun. It's so much fun to, build the studio, get the setup, figure out the games we're going to play and get everyone set up. It's so much effort, and it's just been hard to balance out the past few years with career stuff, life stuff, and everything surrounding that.
Yeah, because it needs to be stressed how much goes into the physical aspect of setting up for the charity events, especially when we're committed to an in-person event, as we've done for most of the charity events. It is a matter of getting the office space set up, the server load ready to go, all the little nooks and crannies that go into setting it up. It would take Ben and company a good portion of their October, if not a single weekend, slavishly working to make sure everything works fine, only to find out that shit's not working.
Or things work when you're testing it, but then when everyone's there to use it all at the same time, all hell breaks loose.
Yes, it happens.
Because, stacking 4 Apple TVs will cause wireless interference so they're all working at the same time. It happens!
But either way, despite headaches and hiccups in terms of the tech involved in that sort of shit, the 24-hour Extra Life charity events have given me some of my favorite memories I've ever done in terms of being a content creator, as a YouTuber, as a general human being. I will forever love, I still, to this day, I still go back to Mario Mania.
Yeah.
We did in 2017. I still think that remains our pinnacle event that I've had so much fun. It's because of the charity events that I've met wonderful human beings like Clark, who to this day still does a whole lot of shit for Extra Life. Just in terms of Mario parties and that sort of thing. I love Clark to death. I have this man to thank for that.
Yeah, we all love Clark.
Yeah, we really do love Clark. You should probably give him a follow on Twitch. We're talking about it so much.
Clark's badness.
Yeah. So regardless of where our paths go from this point forward, but for me the show will go on. I love doing the Extra Life charity events. I always make it a thing to try and give back to a community, to an audience that has given me so much over the last few years. And if I can channel that energy and positivity to help kids that really need it, then sure as fucking hell I'm going to do that. And I probably shouldn't be swearing for talking about charity organizations for kids, but I can't help it. I like to say fuck a lot. I think I speak for everyone here, at least that's watching, when I say, Ben, I mean, you're always welcome back. You're saying, again, this is not a goodbye, this is a see you later.
Right.
more than anything. I should probably emphasize that more than anything. But I would love to take this time to thank you so much, for being by my side, for opening, for taking, I guess, the chance, even though I'm fucking nobody. Like, I'm just a dude that makes, like, YouTube channels. But
you are a regular guy, but you took that leap. You had let a random guy come to your house.
Yeah.
You met at a con, which pretty bold move, but
you don't know
I'd say it worked out.
Mustard gas.
And the first year we went into this, I still remember our goal for the whole event was like $1,000, and we were like, no, we probably won't hit that.
Yeah.
But you go in hoping for the best, and from that first year when we blew past that fivefold, I knew we had something special here.
Yeah, and cumulatively, I believe we've reached 6 figures.
Yeah, we've been over 6 figures for a couple years now. And I'd like to take this chance to, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, the community, for doing, helping make this possible. It's so insane to think that we've done this as playing video games, but it's thanks to you guys that it's all possible. Whether you watch it, made a donation, or just shared the link, it's all gone so far, and it's made a lot of difference to the kids at the hospital. It really has.
Yeah, seriously. And it's because of those positive memories and those experiences that these charity events have given me is that I want to continue doing this for myself. But understandably, please understand when I say that I'm going to be keeping it low key for the next for the foreseeable future, because when we're in the middle of a big change like this, where I guess the buck is changing and we're not really so much focusing on like the big physical event anymore. I think the best thing that we can do for everyone at this point is just to keep it down low, so that it is a gradual shift to something that is very comfortable, and then we can pick up from there when the time is right. So, with that said,
24 hours of Tetris, right?
So yes, 24 hours of Tetris, where John stops after 30 minutes because he's bored, and because he can't beat his uncle or his brother Elliot in a game that's clearly much better than this. I don't think I can make that work, honestly. Legit, don't think I can make that work. But I think at this point I will pass over to John in post commentary to give you guys a heads up on what I plan on doing for this year's Extra Life 2025 Game Day events. Yes.
All right, before I get into that aspect, I want to quickly touch upon a couple of things we did not really cover when Ben and I were here and recording that video upstairs in the living room. Now, as far as John and Ben's Asylum, the separate YouTube channel we made to host the charity highlight reels and future charity events, that's not going anywhere. That's going to remain as is. There's really no reason to do anything with it. It is a museum. It is an archive of previous events. It's going to remain as such. The same will be said for the John and Ben Asylum social media accounts on both Twitter /X, whatever you want to call it, and Blue Sky. Nothing's going to be done with those. Those are going to remain as is, just for prosperity's sake and just to prove that at once we did exist, From this point forward, and until further notice, though, I will be hosting future charity streams back on Somecallmejohnny on my main Twitch feed. I'm going to be keeping the streams on my Twitch page exclusively. I know, like for the John and Ben stuff, we simulcast it on YouTube and Twitch, but the goal of this year moving forward is just to keep things, low key. I'm not trying to overly produce or complicate matters, so I'm going to keep it on Twitch for the time being, and that's on my main Twitch page. That is twitch.tv/Somecallmejohnny. And as for the archives for the charity events, those are going to be now being uploaded on my stream archive channel. That's the Johnny Streaming Archive. That's where I archive all of my other Twitch streams. So my Twitch playthroughs, live reactions to direct and stuff like that. I plugged it a million times already at this point, but I'll plug it here again. That is where I'm going to be uploading charity archives from this point forward. Again, until further notice, if Ben at some point wants to come back and he wants to, do some more events with me and that sort of thing, then we'll work it out and see what happens from there. But what exactly do I have in store for this year's Extra Life charity event? Well, again, because I want to keep the vibes immaculate, I want to keep it chill as possible, I want to keep it as simple as possible, I decided I'm going to start my Pokemon Generation 2 Living Dex adventures. And this is a follow-up to my Pokemon Gen 1 Living Dex adventures I started a couple of years ago on Twitch, where it's exactly what it sounds like. I'm not just completing the Pokedex, I'm doing a Living Dex. And if you don't know what that is, that means it's not enough to just have all the Pokemon. I gotta have one of each Pokemon. So it's not enough to have my Cyndaquil eventually evolve into a Typhlosion. I need the Cyndaquil, I need the Quilava, and I need a Typhlosion too. Like all three of those sons of bitches need to be in my box by the end of the damn playthrough. So it was legit a really fun live stream series that I hosted a couple of years ago, and I figured for the charity event, I can begin my Generation 2 Live and Dex adventures like on Extra Life's game day, which I believe is scheduled for November 8th. That is the agreed upon day that I think a lot of streamers just decide to do their 24-hour charity event stuff, but you don't necessarily have to host it on game day. It's just the one day that people just generally agree to, you know, host their events. I, on the other hand, am going to wait just a little longer. I am planning on hosting it on November 15th. That is the Saturday after game day's initial stream. I don't have an exact time yet, but November 15th, that Saturday, on my Twitch page is when I'm planning on hosting my Extra Life Game Day 24-hour charity event. And I don't have to worry about daylight savings time ending in the middle of the event to make it a 25-hour event, which has always been like the kryptonite of my damn charity streams. It's like, here comes 2 o'clock, get went back to 1 yet again. I hate that shit. It's for a good cause, but goddamn. But yeah, so the plan is my Pokemon Generation 2 Live and Dex adventures for my Extra Life charity event. It's gonna have company over for that one. It's gonna be me primarily playing the game. Again, keeping it simple. I want to keep it streamlined. It is just me playing the game throughout the entire day. I'm gonna be exhausted. It's going to be quite an adventure, but at least I'll have company to keep me sane or to keep things at least active in terms of conversations and all that. So I hope you guys look forward to that. And there will be, you know, charity readouts. There'll be incentives to give out as well. As of now, we have planning giving away a Switch 2 as the grand prize, a copy of Pokemon ZA. It is Pokemon ZA, right? I did not look that up. I should have. And we're also giving away a couple of Pokemon plushies for those that are generous enough to make some contributions for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. That's normally the hospital that we celebrate. Or I guess celebrate. We celebrate because we raise money for them and that sort of thing. Because again, all this money is going to kids that really need this money. So, okay, so I think I've got everything covered for that one. So I'll make a separate video announcing the event exclusively so that you guys can just have something easy to get into in terms of like getting all the information that you need. Be sure to keep in touch with my social media accounts, Somecallmejohnny, or Somecallmejohn on Twitter /X, or so you can find me on Blue Sky as well, Somecallmejohnny.com. And again, subscribe to my, not subscribe to my Twitch page, but follow my Twitch page, twitch.tv/SomeCallMeJohnny. That's where I'll be hosting the event. And here's hoping for a great time, and I hope to see you guys then and there. But let's go back to John and Ben to cap off the video. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I will see you guys later.
So once more from the top, again, from us as a group to you who have helped us raise so much money for kids in need, for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Thank you all so much for just being part of a lovely community. And again, it's not going anywhere. I'm still going to be, carrying the torch as we move on. But again, we will be downscaling considerably for the foreseeable future, just until I can find something that I'm much more comfortable working with, either by myself or with a group of people who have no idea how OBS works. So from us here, you guys have a good night. Thank you for watching, and take care.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.